In episode 4, part 2, Regina believes that she captured an image of a man while Pamela and her were looking for a particular gravesite. Pamela struggled with her breathing and had to sit down and rest. While she was resting, a couple of spirits scolded her for smoking, which was kind of like a premonition because Pamela had an asthma attack after the show. In part 3, we pick up where Pamela is resting, and Regina will take us and walk us through on how to talk to spirits and ghosts by using white noise and a recorder.
What I've got now is I've got my speaker hooked up along with earbuds. This actually comes with a device that you can hook it directly into your computer. You can do an EVP session in your actual own living room and it'll automatically transcribe into this Adobe Creation program. But what I'm going to do now is going to go the old-fashioned way. You need white noise in order to get EVP. I was just talking to Pam about the sounds for the locusts. They'll use that. They will use ceiling fans. They will use keys. I've been in cemeteries, have had keys dangling from my waist, and they will literally play with the keys. So what I'm going to do now is, in order to create that energy, I'm going to actually take my microphone or my speaker. I'm going to hook it up here so that it creates a greater sound. Start my recorder down. And as I'm asking them questions, I'm going to shuffle my feet to see if they'll respond. Now I had some talkers over here. And I asked them questions in my mind. I told them my name. Somebody did tell me say Gina. And if you hear even that in the background, it can be used as white noise. So basically, I'm going to just stand here because you see guys seeing talkers right here. I'm just going to ask them what their name is. And if they hear me and if they would like to say anything, or at least say my name, then they can do so. And I'm going to shuffle my feet as to create a white noise effect. It's been raining, it's been real wet here lately in Texas, but dry grass, shuffling on dry grass is awesome white noise. And again, you can also use a ghost box for white noise as well. Now, for processing purposes, I'm going to tell them if they have anything else to say, please do so. I'm going to turn off the recorder in 30 seconds. Always let them know when I'm going to turn it off, so if they want to say something the last minute, they will. I'm also going to tell them thank you for speaking with me. You always want to respect them and their time for talking. And tell them to have a blessed day. And I'll stop recording. Usually in a graveyard, you want to do at least 3 or 4 sessions in different areas. Sometimes you just follow wherever you feel moved to go. And I've come here because there is a man that speaks to me. He has told me before his name was Ron. And he was nice to me before, so I just want to say hello. And here's another Freddie. Hello, Mr. Foster. shuffle my feet. And thank you for talking with me. And I'm going to turn off the recorder in about 30 seconds. Thank you for your time. Okay, this guy's saying what's new, Boogaroo. So I think it's somebody that I've actually, because this is where I trained at, and so I think it's somebody that I've actually encountered before. I think he said his name was Steven, and so I'm just trying to figure out where he's at. And just for a little cemetery etiquette, if you see that somebody left their flowers, please give them back to them. And you will get thank yous on your EVPs. And this is where the man was that we caught several orbs. So I'm just going to ask him if he would like to say hello. And if he'd like any last words he'd like to give to myself or to the world. I'm going to give him about 30 more seconds and then I'll close it down. I'm going to thank him for talking to me and hopefully I'll get a clear message from him soon. Thank you for all those who spoke and have a blessed night.
Okay, here's a question for you. When you're out in a cemetery, I mean, most people are going to think like scary things. Have y'all ever experienced anything scary?
No, not me.
No. I did have a situation in the Glen Park or the Glenview in Houston where I was really elated. It was an extremely happy section. I guess they were having a party when me and my son walked in and we were so excited and playing and there was this one that was like kind of overlooking. It was like because there's a lot of hills in that cemetery. It's a beautiful cemetery and I almost fell over and I felt something pull me back and this time it physically grabbed me. But the emotion, we were so excited and so happy at the time, it was hard to be afraid.
You said fell over, like you almost fell?
There was this like this hill, like you can walk over, and it was because we were trying to take pictures of Howard Hughes' gravesite, and there's this big piece that looks over, and my son were giggling and laughing, and I started to tilt, and I almost felt over, and something grabbed my left arm and pulled me back.
Wow.
No, I've never been scared when I was at a cemetery, but there was one time when I did an EVP at the cemetery off of 35 close to Beltway 8 there in Pearland, where when I went through the EVP I actually caught a spirit saying get back or I'll cut her throat. But to me they're just being threatening, you know, they really can't do nothing to you, they're in spirit form. But anyway,
they were talking to you though?
I
Or were
don't
they
know.
just-
I was doing an EVP. I just caught it.
Okay.
I have no clue if they were talking to me or somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
You know.
there was a lady that was over there the first time that I was actually here, and a lady did say, if you piss me off, I'll slice their balls off.
Oh.
So I'll slice his balls off. And then at that same cemetery that she's talking about, there's some very lively undead that they flirt. They say crude things. They argue with each other, and I have captured EVP with them arguing with each other. We've gotten fashion statements from them. I did have one lady beg me to leave because she thought I was going to get hurt. So it's just like dealing if you walk into a crowded room. And it's what's cool is you don't realize, or at least I don't necessarily realize it's happening all around me until I go back and listen to the EVP and I'm like, oh wow. So
Well, girl, I would like to very much thank you for helping me out today.
anytime.
Because my old body and my hips would not have been able to handle all the walking you guys did. I'm good at stationary stuff, you know. This is Pamela Rivette, and
Gina Schaefer.
until next time, God bless. Good night. Bye.